What's up, guys? Morning here. It's freezing. It's like minus 20 something in Montreal. And I have my hood on because my record room is in this room of my apartment. It's a little chilly when it gets this cold. It's not as well insulated, I guess. It's the floors are freezing, so I have a hood on. And I'm drinking some ginger tea. So I'm going to show you more Boxing Day finds. These are going to be more jazz records and all kind of more standard, not standard, but traditional jazz, classic artists from pre-1970, some before 1960. So not the spiritual jazz, well, except for maybe one or two, but not the spiritual jazz stuff that I've been into recently and really digging, but still music I appreciate, but not as kind of exciting in a sense. But still very happy to add to my collection, which is why I bought them. So let's get into it. Oh, also I was all ready to film with my camera instead of my computer and get a better quality video up, but I was all set up, got the focus, the light was great, and then as I went to record, the battery on my camera died, so I said I'll just do this because I don't have a lot of time. So let's get into it. What's playing right now, actually, which is amazing, which I'm sure most of you know, is Coltrane live at the Village Vanguard again. So this is on Impulse. I picked up a few Impulse releases, a couple of them down from the wall at the record store. This one is, I love this cover. First of all, I love the color combinations of the red, the yellow, and the blue. And the picture here of the people. You have, I guess this is Pharoah Sanders, John Coltrane, Alice Coltrane. I'm not sure. I think this is Jimmy Garrison and Rashid Ali. I don't actually know what Rashid Ali looks like. But beautiful cover. So this is not a gatefold. This is an original stereo, Canadian stereo pressing on Spartan. It's in perfect shape except for the little, which I didn't realize when I bought it, because I didn't really look at it. The cover, they had classified the cover near mint, but anyway, got 35% off. So, but amazing record. I had never heard this one. Really, really enjoying it. They do Naima and they do My Favorite Things, and that's it. And I don't know if the American original pressing is a gatefold or not. On Discogs it doesn't list it as a gatefold, but I'm curious. So if any of you have this, let me know, because you don't see any Impulse records from this time that weren't gatefold, so I find it a little strange. And was it like even the Canadian pressings? They all are gatefolds. They've never done. You know, you see maybe some of the later reissues from the 70s or 80s, the MCA Impulse ones. So that's what I'm listening to now, and that's the first Impulse I picked up. Next one, one that I've been wanting for a long time because I heard about it. People talk about it. I know Champ Sound, you showed this. This is a Japanese pressing of Roy Haynes Quartet, Out of the Afternoon. Great, great record featuring Tommy Flanagan, Henry Grimes, and Roland Kirk. I kind of figured I would never get an original pressing of this. They go for a lot of money. So I picked this one up. It was, you know, very reasonably priced to start with, and as well as with the Boxing Day sale, I was like, now's the time to get it. I can't actually find this pressing. There's a few Japanese pressings listed on Discogs, and I can't find this one even. So I don't know when it's from, but it's a beautiful reproduction of the gatefold and everything, and the label is the black and red label. But really happy to add this to the collection. Definitely recommend that album. This one is one that I had on CD, so I know the music and I really, really like it, as do most of you. Sorry, trying to clear my throat. And it's More Blues Than the Abstract Truth, Oliver Nelson. This is a original mono Canadian pressing. So the original mono US pressings have the different cover, the abstract cover, which is very rare. And I believe that then when they press it in stereo, it was this this cover. But for the Canadian pressings, which were I guess done just a bit later, they all have, I believe, this cover. So I have a mono pressing with this cover. But as you can see, it says Spartan, which most of the Impulse releases do on Spartan. But for some reason, the Coltrane one, Live at the Village Vanguard, again, doesn't have it. And so the mono ones have this label. That's the Spartan label, and the black Spartan labels are the stereo releases. But so this is just a beautiful, beautiful record. If you don't know this one and you're into jazz, I'd be surprised. But if you don't, that's okay. There's a lot of records to know. Just go check it out. One more Impulse. And it is the least exciting one, but still, I love the cover on this one. It's... Oh, excuse me, guys. Give me 1 second. Statements by Milt Jackson Quartet. I don't usually buy Milt Jackson too much. I have, I think, this is my second Milt Jackson record. I have 1 or 2 Modern Jazz Quartet. But this cover is just, I find it a beautiful, beautiful picture. And the record is nice too, the music. I mean, it's not, doesn't blow me away, but it's a really nice listen actually. Has Hank Jones on piano, Paul Chambers on bass, and Connie Kay on drums. And this is also a Spartan pressing. So I picked up 3 Spartan pressings, which is fine. I mean, yeah, I'd like to have the American originals, but I live in Canada, so this is what I find, and I'm not gonna go crazy looking for American pressings if that's what I'm finding. The music's the same. Sounds good. Okay, a couple Miles Davis, again, Canadian pressings, but originals to add to the collection. I mean, I know we all know Miles Davis. We like Miles Davis. We love. It's not the most exciting records to find or even to show in these videos because we all know the music, but I like collecting them. I have a pretty sizable Miles Davis collection, but he has so many records, and there's still some key ones that I'm missing. I mean, a lot of key ones that I'm missing that I really want to find In a Silent Way. But there's a bunch of that mid-60s period, Milestones I'm missing, ESP, even Miles in the Sky, which is a bit later, In a Silent Way. I mean, there's tons. The amount I have is unbelievable, but the amount I'm missing is even more unbelievable. But so I completed the At the Blackhawk San Francisco collection, which is 2. There's the Friday night and the Saturday night. Had to pay a bit more for this one than I did the first one, which I kind of got almost for free or a couple dollars. But this one's in perfect shape. Sounds clean, clean, clean. It's beautiful. So this is a Canadian 6i, which I've shown before. So the burgundy, and this is a mono pressing. Again, another stunning cover. I love this the Blackhawk, Live at the Blackhawk covers, and the music is just. I really, really enjoy these recordings. Beautiful music. So if you like Miles Davis and you don't know these live dates, definitely check that out. I'm gonna go revisit the Friday night one now, see which one I like better. I haven't listened to it in a while. I also picked up this Miles Davis, an older one. Not my favorite, but once again, I'm I guess a Miles Davis collector. And I love the cover on this one as well. This one has 2 covers. I don't know which one is the original. Is a sailboat cover, and the other one is the picture of Miles with the kind of yellowy orange border. Anyway, this is with Gil Evans Orchestra, so you know there are 19 others musicians here. Not very different than Kind of Blue and the records that he made just after this, but it's still. A nice listen, not something I'm going to listen to too often, though. Okay, I picked up this. Found it. I wouldn't have probably bought this if it wasn't for the fact that they were having the sale. But the music is nice. This is Sonny Rollins on one side at Music In. Then on the other side, it's Teddy Edwards at Falcon's Lair with Joe Castro. Never heard of Teddy Edwards or Joe Castro. But this is on Metro Jazz. So a label, I guess it's a Canadian thing. Here it says buy Canadian, keep Canadians working. I don't know if Metro Jazz, this is just a Canadian pressing of it or not, but anyways, it's a deep groove. So that's what that label looks like. And I actually, well, I mean, not that it's surprising, it's Sonny Rollins from, I don't actually know what year this is from. I can't remember. I think is it the 60s? It would be weird that it was the 60s because he took a little break, but of course it doesn't say. Anyway, you can look it up online. 1958, summer of 1958, makes sense. Picked up this. Another one I had never seen, I guess just a little live date. But once again, I kind of like collecting Thelonious Monk records. There's not anywhere near as many of them as Miles Davis. This is Thelonious Monk Quartet with Johnny Griffin, recorded at the Five Spot Cafe in New York City. This is on Riverside, and I believe it's from around the same time. Yeah, 58. You have Johnny Griffin on tenor sax, who's a beast. You have Ahmed Abdul Malik on bass and Roy Haynes on drums. So, killer lineup. And it's if you can see that, Riverside, deep. It's a deep groove mono pressing. So, not a super rare, well, maybe rare, but not a crazy valuable one. But always nice to add a Monk Riverside deep groove to the collection. I'll take it. Picked up this, getting into some funky stuff. Lonnie Smith, Move Your Hand. Had never seen or heard of this one. This one I picked up at another store, but this is nice as far as, you know, this style of jazz goes. And these recordings, I actually really like this one. I might actually play this for you guys, just because it's one that I didn't know. I don't know if you guys know it or not, but I got this for a good price too. I remember that day. So the little vocals, I think, just on this track. I remember that day. Yeah. I remember that day. Oh God, you came my way, and I said, oh, your hand, I can't see. Your hand. Groovy. So yeah, I like that record. That's a fun one to listen to. Okay, just a couple more. Picked up this. Once again, a record I've seen a ton of times, but I never picked it up. But because of the sale, I said, why not? I actually really like the cover on this. And this is on MPS. This is from, I guess, the late 60s. Yeah, 69. You have Richard Davis as well, Eddie Daniels, Roland Hanna, and Louis Hayes. So I listened to this quickly once, but I haven't fully absorbed it yet. But I don't have any Hubbard from, well, that's not true, other than Red Clay, but I don't have his Atlantic releases, which are from just around this period. And last one, again, another one I've only listened to once and haven't fully, you know, taken in. But Forest Flower by Charles Lloyd. Again, that's an artist that I usually, well, no, that's not true. I buy Hubbard, but I don't really buy Charles Lloyd records. I know there's some good ones. I think this is one of them. It has Keith Jarrett on piano, Cecil McBee on bass, and Jack DeJohnette on drums. So it's a live recording. And this is a on Atlantic. This is a Canadian press again, but gatefold original. Cool. That is it. So that's number 2 for Boxing Day finds, and I have one more, which is I will make, you know, when I can, hopefully soon. More jazz finds for the most part. There's one soul record in there, but mostly all after 1970, if I'm not mistaken. Cool. Hope everyone's well. Hope everyone's staying warm. It's cold as hell here in Montreal, and we have a hell of a lot of snow. But hey, winter didn't start till January, so I'm okay with that. Take care. Peace.